So the other day at Petsmart, I purchased this I Have Seen the Light-Up Doodlebug cat toy. And yes, it is basically a big remote-controlled isopod that apparently has glowing eyes. Why did I buy this? Because it's an isopod and I'm a sucker. And I love isopods. I have isopods. If you haven't seen me before, hi, I'm Abby. I have isopods as pets, and I also have them in my gecko tank. I bought this, if nothing else, I bought this for decor so that I have some isopod merch up in here. But we are going to try it with the cats. What do I think is going to happen based on our cat's personality? I think Charlie's going to be terrified of it. Charlie's a black cat. I think Layna, my tabby cat, she's not going to play with it. She might look at it, she might watch it, but she's not going to play with it. Now, because our cats don't play with it doesn't mean your cats wouldn't. It depends on your cat's personality. But I thought it was worth a try anyway. I think I forgot to mention, but this was, I think, $18.99 Canadian. So it wasn't super cheap, but it also wasn't super expensive. And considering I mainly bought it to be isopod decor, that's not so bad. So I'm just reading the manual that came with the bug, and there actually is apparently an automatic mode that you can do. What did it call it? Automatic movement mode. Hold down both buttons on the remote for 3 seconds. So that's quite cool. And then it also came with its own little screwdriver for eventually when you have to change the batteries. It comes with batteries, but, I mean, the remote doesn't have an off switch, which I find interesting. The furthest remote control distance is about 28.2 feet to 8 meters, and needs no barrier between the remote control and the toy. Toy cannot work on carpets, only operate the toy on a smooth flat surface. I don't really know what the purpose of the channels is. A, B, C. Mine was on C when I opened it and I didn't change it. And it says, if you use A to control the toy, please do not switch to B or C. This will cause the toy not to be controlled. So I understand, like, generally different channels and that they exist, but, like, what is the purpose of them on this toy? What purpose do they serve? I don't know. So I just opened the box because Layna's in here and I want to try it. I literally pulled one of the tabs out of the bottom of this and a tab out of the remote. The remote, it seems like this is how you control it. Well. She did paw at it once. Oh, oh. Okay, so, like, why is the remote immediately not working anymore? Huh? Stuck on the door frame. Uh-oh, I hear Charlie coming. The scared boy. Ready to see? That's not me, like, pulsing the button. It's doing that by itself. It's stuck. Can't do carpet. So this is what I thought would happen. I thought Charlie would jump every time it moved. And Layna would not even pay attention. So I just finished another play session with Layna and Charlie and what Petsmart calls a doodlebug. And here are my thoughts. Charlie has never been particularly receptive to toys. He's the black cat. He loves toys, that's actually the truth, but he doesn't want to play with me. And I think he knows this is playing with me, so he's never wanted to play with me. Layna, however, she is more receptive to toys and playing, and she actually does bat at this more than I thought she would. The thing about Layna is when she bats at a toy, she doesn't just, like, bat gently, like, she hits it, like Mike Tyson. And she was doing this a couple times. It ended up on its back, on the ground a couple of times. So she likes it more than I thought she would. So as a cat toy, so far so good. My one complaint is the effectiveness of the remote. Our little hallway there is not very long. I'll show it to you. Our little hallway there outside my room is not very long. You saw it. And I felt like when it would get to the end, like by the chair where Layna likes to hide, the remote would, like, stop connecting. And I just felt like I was having a really difficult time, like, pushing the buttons and getting the bug to actually move. Not to mention, it gets stuck really easily. So I kind of had to not record playing with them this time so that I could have my grabber in the other hand so that if it got stuck on something, I could, like, move it, right? Like, even, like, a fluff hanging out of one of the carpets it was getting stuck on. So those are my two main complaints. So if you want to get this little Isopod toy from Petsmart, I do like it, and I'm glad I have it, even if just for the doodlebug decor. But and Layna seems to like it, so I'm going to keep it in her sort of pet toy rotation. But it gets stuck really easily, and it's got to be on the floor. Those are my only complaints. And the remote's kind of finicky. Or maybe they just put, like, because it came with these batteries, so maybe they're just crappy batteries. But they're the ones it came with. Another thing I do like, I don't know if you noticed in the other clip, but when it moves, some of these little front legs also move. I thought that was a cute detail. But yeah, as a certified Isopod fan, I'm very glad that this exists. It's nice to have some Isopod merch. And it's in the form of a cat toy, so it's useful as well. So yeah, anyway, those are my thoughts on the Doodlebug remote-controlled cat toy from Petsmart. Sorry this video was so short and so weird, but I bought this and I wanted to play with it, and I thought maybe you should come too. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you have not subscribed already, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Yep.
Girl, I can't see what I'm doing, so.